guys, welcome to Art Starters. This is Miss Rinkin here. Today we're going to do a mandala Zentangle. It's a little bit different than what we've been doing, but basically we've taken the last few basic steps of Zentangles. We have our angular, we have the one we did yesterday, which was our design within an object. Today we're going to do something a little different, and a mandala is a rounded, repeated pattern, and we're going to do this today by using a template. So I'm going to move this out of the way for just a second. I wanted to show you what this actually would look like. So we're going to radiate out with our patterns from a central point, which is the center here. And for this particular exercise today, you are going to need some type of a template. I am using my tape, but you can use anything that you have. You're going to need a pencil, and you're going to need Sharpies if you have them. If you have a large Sharpie, that works awesome. If you don't, just work with what you have. And for this particular one, you're going to need the pencil because you're going to erase when you're done with your pencil lines for your final image. Okay, so to get started, guys, you're going to need a square piece of paper. Mine's a little larger than it needs to be just for demonstration purposes, but it's going to be about a 5.5 by 5.5, or I would go 4 by 4, so 4 inches by 4 inches. And you can use any circular shape that you like, and you're going to take your pencil and obviously drag around the outside to create your circular form. And then what you're going to do to save yourself some time and energy is you're going to fold it in on itself to find your perfect creases. So you're going to fold it this way and open it up. And then you're going to fold it this way. In art, we call this hamburger and hot dog. But you're basically going to be folding it in on itself. And then when you open it up, you have, hopefully you guys can see that there are some creases going on here. I'm going to try to darken my screen just a little bit. There we go. So that you can see better. Now I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to go along that edge. And I am going to fill that in. Remember, we are drawing lightly here so that we can erase when we're done. We don't want these pencil lines to ruin our image. Okay, so this is pretty close. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And you start with your middle section. And, shoot, I forgot. You're going to make this a pizza shape. So radiating from your center point, you're going to cross over it again, and think of this as if you were cutting a pepperoni pizza, or actually ham and pineapple is my personal favorite. But anyway, you're slicing it into 8 different slices of pizza, or in this case, art. And then you're going to begin from a central location, which is the middle, at the starting point, and you're going to begin to radiate out. And listen here, you can create any design shape that you want to start with. I just started with something kind of floral, and then I'm going to begin by repeating whatever I do in one square. Not square, gee, you can tell I am obviously an art teacher and not a math teacher. Triangle. So whatever I repeat in one triangle, I am going to continue to repeat. So I'm going in here and filling my center in just because. And then I'm going to begin radiating out. And again, whatever I do with one, I do with the other rectangular shape, or excuse me, triangular shape. Wow. I need more coffee. And obviously, I am turning my paper so to save my arm and my wrist and my neck. So then I'm just going to kind of let my brain take over and continue to draw. You guys, this is a great stress reliever. Sometimes you get some amazingly beautiful things going on here. So take a moment to yourself. Find a quiet place, put your headphones on if you have to, and take some time to create. You know, create clears your mind. It's what we were born to do, is to use our brain for creative process. So sometimes we just need to restart, and If you do this daily, it will help you so much with your test-taking skills, because it'll help you to start getting ideas faster. It'll help with a lot of different things. So this is a tool that you can use every single day of your lives. Okay, and I'm just continuing on to make my pattern, and I certainly do not want to take up too much of your time. So I think you guys are getting the idea here, but you would just continue the process of this as you go to create repetitive shapes and forms. You can do linear shapes, you can do organic shapes which have rounded curvy edges, or you can do a mixture of both, because this is your brain formulating your own ideas, and as the saying goes, you do you. So I am just going to do one more thing real fast while I have your attention, mostly, is I am going to show you how to fill in a little. If you'll give me just a second. And these don't have to be perfect. Even if they're not perfect, they're repeated pattern, and they look great when they're done. Okay, so the next thing you would do is, when you were done with your outlining or your lining of your idea, you would want to go back in, and certain areas you would want to begin to fill in with your positive black areas. So that ultimately, this is kind of a yin and yang thing, where you want balance. Balance comes with symmetry, yes, but also it comes with positive and negative space. So what you want to do is make sure you have balanced your composition or your image with an equal amount of black and white. Now you can use the positive space doesn't have to be solid black. It can be pattern or design, which I'm going to show you next. But I wanted to show you the solid black first. And now this is another way to fill in some of your spacing, is to use pattern. In this case, I'm using a linear pattern. And see how that gives it a gray approach? And I would be continuing that all the way around. Alright, so I'm going to finish this up, and then I am going to send you on your way to do your own Mandala Zentangle pattern design. And again, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. This makes me very happy. It does my soul good to be able to create, and I'm hopeful that I'm spreading some love and some creativity to you, and I want to encourage you to do your best and to stay focused and try to enjoy this time that you have with your family. Alright, so again, this is Miss Rankin, and thank you guys for tuning in, and this is your finished Mandala Zentangle design, and I hope you guys have an awesome day, and peace out.